Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for you for my project polish. And I'm excited about this one, so let's jump in. Starting off with two nail polishes that I've been working on but hasn't been my focus per se of the last month. One of them being the China Glaze Secret Peri-Wink-Le shade. I've used this probably about 3 or 4 times maybe over the last month. And I did manage to make a little bit of progress. I have it on my fingers right now as well because this one works really nicely with the topper that I'm trying to finish off soon-ish. Let's see how we're gonna do on that one, but yeah, a little bit of progress. Still really like the shade. I'm probably about halfway through the bottle at this point, so at least I have hope this one will be done by the end of the year. I think I will start focusing on this one a lot more, probably more around the end of fall, beginning of winter time. And right now I'm just pulling it in every now and then. It works for every time of the year really, so I do really like using this just throughout, but I tend to focus on some other shades most of the time. Now, one that has been in here probably since the start of this year as well is the Essie shade in Lilacism. And this one I've made, once again, some progress on again, nothing major. Probably used this one like 3-ish times or something as well. So a little bit of progress at a time, but this does contain a lot of nail polish. Like I said last time, this one has more than this one. It's only 1 ml difference, but still, this one definitely looks bigger. But yeah, made a good bit of progress. This one is great for this time of the year. I'm wearing it on my toes, I'm wearing it on my fingernails. Do need 2 to 3 layers because it is of course one of those pastel-y shades, so that does happen. And even though I used it very recently, it separates quite quickly as well, as you might be able to see here. But yeah, making some good progress, and I think I'm going to be trying to focus on this one a little bit more over the next couple of months while the weather is still nice, because this is not really a fall type shade. So let's see how far I can get before we really hit the fall temperatures. It's definitely still summer here at the moment. Then moving on to one that I was hoping to make some good progress on. This is China Glaze White Cap, and I've definitely used it a good bit of times, but it's getting so goopy that every time I'm using it I have to pour in some nail polish thinner, and that of course makes the level of the nail polish rise. So it looks like I'm still at the same point as where I was last time, even though I've used it at least 5 or 6 times, if not more. Which is a little bit frustrating, but I know I'm going to get there at some point. At a certain point the glitter is just going to be gone, and it might just be nail polish thinner or whatever. So I'm going to keep working on this one. Maybe next month is the month that this one will actually be done. There really isn't a lot left in here anymore, but yeah, let's see how we're going to do with that. Then the most exciting one. This was going to be my main focus for this month, and it definitely was. I used it another 3 or 4 times maybe. The last 2 times were on my toes because there really wasn't a lot left in here anymore, and I didn't want to take the risk of being able to do one hand and then be done with it. But my toenails are definitely smaller than my fingernails, so it worked. The last time really it was hard for me to get a nice even layer, but then I topped it with this one, and then the little bits that are a bit bumpy or wrong-ish were kind of, you don't see them as much anymore because of the topper that's on top of it. But what I'm trying to say is this one is done. It took me 3 months to get from the top here all the way to the bottom. It already was half empty. It was fairly well, not per se goopy initially. It was easy and creamy, but at the same time it seemed to be thicker. So I needed 3 layers to be able to even get it somewhat opaque. It still wasn't fully there, and then it just took forever to dry. So partly the reason why I went through it quickly is that as well, probably, and I'm happy this one is gone now. I like the color, but the consistency was just not working. I know these colors are really hard to get right, but yeah, it was time for this one to go, and it did. And it was a really nice springy shade, but the consistency, not great. But that means I finished the shade off, and that also means I'm gonna roll a new one in. Now, I'm back in the Netherlands and I've got access to all my 100-something probably nail polishes, but I decided to pull in one that I already had in Dublin and I've been working on last year already, so you see the markings here. I might put a little star or something next to it so it's clear that this is where we started this year. This is, what is the name again? Berry M Coral. And I really liked this one last year, like going from summer to fall time, because it is a bright orangey shade. Works perfect in summer because the bright shades are great, but the orange still works in fall as well. So I'm going to try and see if I can get through most of what's left in here towards the end of fall at the very least. This one is 10 mils, which is like the China Glaze is 15. So this doesn't contain as much product. So hopefully that will mean I can go through it a little bit quicker as well. Last time, clearly I was focusing on other stuff as well because the progress lines aren't that far apart, but yeah. Looking forward to using this one again. Even though I had a lot of other choices, I just gravitated towards this guy, so why not? Let me show you a quick swatch of that one as well as the other shades that we've been working on. So this is Berry M Coral. This is a shade that I just finished, which was, did I even say the name? Catrice Apropos Apricot. And then we've got Lilacism, and well, you see it on my fingers as well, but this is Secret Peri-Wink-Le from China Glaze. This one we finished off a good few months ago at this point, and then the topper is on here, which you probably don't see very well. It's more clear on my fingers what it looks like than on the swatches right here. But yeah, taking these two out, this is the palette that I'm currently working with. So we've got some like pastel-y, cooler tone shades and one really nice bright orange shade, which I'm looking forward to using a little bit more. Now for the next month, my goal is probably to try and focus in on this guy a good bit, because it's not going to be a great polish to be wearing in fall time. So I know I'm going to be wearing this guy a lot more then, so let's see if I can focus on this one, but also enjoy this one. It's nice to have a new shade in, and then this one will be thrown in somewhere in there at times as well when I feel like it. Yeah, and then still hoping to finish this guy off by next time, but let's see, because the nails polish thinner just keeps creating more and more products. So yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!